Hi, this is John from Agents of Good. I tell my clients all the time that with some of these new channels out there, it's very easy to keep track of who's talking about you. Twitter, Google Alerts, these things exist out there so you can set up things to see if someone's mentioning your name or talking about things that interest you or talking about things that might help grow your business. And the smart people are at the very least getting on and listening because that's what it's about, listening. Case in point, for the last while I've been talking about buying a new car. I talked about on Twitter this weekend about how I was sort of narrowing down my choices and I was sort of leaning towards a Mazda, and I got a message from someone who owns a dealership up in Acton, Ontario. And Achilles messaged me and said, anything I can do to help with this decision, let me know. I'll be there. No gimmicks. I'll give you the best cost I can. Let me know if you're interested. Of course I'm interested. So we messaged back and forth, and I told him I was looking to buy something pretty quickly. So he invited me up yesterday on a Sunday, open up the dealership just for me to come in, show me the cars, showed all the pros and cons. There was no stress. It was wonderful. Took me out for a test drive, let me drive the car around. I told him exactly what my budget was, what I wanted to spend, and he kept it exactly to that. He had a sheet that listed everything I needed to know about the cost of the car, all the costs, what his costs were, what all the costs for the different things you need to buy and get for a car. I don't really know. As long as I knew that bottom line was what I wanted, it was fine. And that's exactly what it was. I told him, I said, this is great. You were out there, you're listening to people who are talking about you and your product, and you activate a relationship. And he goes, to me, it's a no-brainer. He goes, I'm surprised that more dealerships and more people in my field aren't doing it. And he said that even the way he's doing or running his sort of social media program, if you will, is being copied by some of the dealerships in the States. And I said, it's no wonder. This is a no-brainer. But it was also the transparency. When I went there, there was no car salesman deal. There was none of that nonsense. It was, here it is. Here's the car. Here's the cost. And I think one within your budget. It's perfect. So I'm going there today to pick my new car. I'm really happy. But I think the point remains. You need to be out there and you're listening. He was listening, and he got a deal out of it. And it's nothing more complicated than that. You can apply this to your charity as well. Even if you're at a small charity, I'm in a small business, but I still listen. I still want to know if people are talking about me in any capacity. And you should be doing that same thing because it's a no-brainer. When you hear people talking about you, you can start to interact with them. And if they need something from you, you can give it to them. But if you're not listening, how would you ever know? Do it. Stop talking about it. Get on Twitter. Set up a Google alert. Do whatever. Start listening. Start listening to people who are talking about you. Because once you start listening, then you can start interacting.